This is going to be a video on how to read the notes for the treble clef and then the bass clef. So the treble clef here, when we're playing the piano, is going to be the right hand, and it will play the higher notes. Bass clef here will play the left hand, and the lower notes. So when you play piano, you play it two-handed. Right hand for treble clef, left hand for bass clef. Now when I take a look at my treble clef, it's actually the G clef, that's what we call it. It is telling us that the second line here is the letter G. It swivels around that second line up. So that is G. Now based off of the music alphabet, going from A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and then restarting, I can now fill in the rest of the notes. I go up a space to A. The next line will be B. Space will be C. Line will be D. Space will be E. Line will be F. Going down, I go down to F, then I go down to E. Based off the music alphabet and our starting point of treble clef, I can fill those notes in. To help us remember, I remember that space equals face. F-A-C-E. The lines, E, G, B, D, F, I will remember with the phrase, every good boy does fine. Every good boy does fine. The bass clef is slightly different than the treble clef. When I connect these two, there would be a line here, and then it would simply start walking down. So E goes down to D, goes down to C, goes down to B, and then this top line would be A, and that's how they're connected. There's only one line in between these two. This clef here has two dots that swirl around this line here, the fourth line, which is F. This is actually called the F clef. So that tells us our starting point as F. So from there, I use my alphabet. F goes up to G. G goes up to A because I have no further notes to get to. There's no H note. I go back down. F goes down to E. E goes down to D. D goes down to C. C goes down to B. B goes down to A. A again, since there's no more notes, goes down to G. My spaces now spell A-C-E-G, so it's not face. We will use something different. Space will equal all cows eat grass. That is going to be our saying. Our saying for the lines, G, B, D, F, A, will be good boys do fine always. Good boys do fine always. And those are just mnemonic devices or little tools that will help us remember. They are not built because of the saying. Someone a long time ago didn't say, you know what, the spaces need to be face, and the line should say, every good boy does fine. What we did was we put a clef down on the staff. The clef then identified the first note, which is G for the treble clef and F for the bass clef. We used the music alphabet of A to G to build the rest of the staff as we go up and down a line or a space. Every time you go up a space or a line, you give a new letter. So a space up, A, line up, B, space up, C, etc. When we get to the note G, we restart at A. If we go down and we get to the note A and we keep going, we restart at G, and it simply goes in a circle. So if I started way down here, I would have G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and if I wanted to go to the next space, I would be B. If I went to the next line, I would be C. If I went to the next space, I would be D. And now I'm at my point where I get to my treble clef. E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, etc. G, A, B, and keeps going. There are other clefs, but these are your two main clefs, and these are the two clefs that you will use for piano. So once you get this figured out, all you then do is figure out, well, where does that note live? So if a note lives here on this line, doesn't matter what it looks like. If it has a line here, if it has a line here, it doesn't matter. You're looking for the circle. If it's filled in, if it's a space, it's always going to be on that line. How it looks otherwise will be the rhythm, but the circle, the note head, will then tell us, well, that note's a B. If I have a note on this space, and it doesn't matter what the note looks like, as long as that circle, looking for the circle, is on that space, it's going to be the note E every single time. If I have a note here on this line, I'm the note B. If I have a note here on this space, I'm the note F. So if you memorize the sayings, they help you. But if you memorize the concept, that helps you the most. Okay, so again, this is how you read the notation for the right hand and the left hand on the piano. We have our treble clef, our bass clef. Our treble clef is our right hand, our bass clef is our left hand. Treble clef space is equal to face. The lines are every good boy does fine. The bass clef, the spaces, all cows eat grass. Lines, good boys do fine always. And then the main thing to know is the concept of a music alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, on a line or a space. Starting point of G for the treble clef, and starting point for F for the bass clef. All right, and that's it.